everybody. Hi. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Amy Pearson, and I am the president and co-founder of Stole My Heart, which is a lingerie boutique in Toronto. A bit about my background. I started in retail when I was 15, and I stayed pretty close to it throughout my whole life. I was pursuing an acting career for years after university, so needed retail to pay the bills, and I loved selling. About 8 years ago, I got an opportunity with Tiffany & Company to work in their marketing department. So I changed track, I jumped into the marketing department, and I led the client development initiatives and events for Tiffany & Company Canada. After, I'd say about 4 years in that position, I kind of took a moment and I realized I wanted to start my own business, and lingerie was sort of an immediate yes for me. I've been a lingerie lover since I was very small, and I got my first piece of lingerie probably at an inappropriate age of 11. But I begged and begged and begged my mother for this like peach silk teddy, probably polyester. And I begged for months, and she finally relented, and she got it, and I would put it on, and then I put my big flannel pajamas on over top, and I would just like walk around my house thinking I was just like the most beautiful grown-up lady that ever lived. So I knew the power of lingerie, pretty early on, and I wanted to start my own business. So in 2016, I opened Stole My Heart with my best friend. Her name's Ashley, and we wanted to create a place that women could come and enjoy lingerie and enjoy the experience of buying lingerie while they were in our shop. We wanted them to come in, realize the beauty that they have, and focus on taking their own breath away. We believe that lingerie is for everybody, and it's for every day. So we bring in pieces that are as comfortable as they are beautiful, but we don't want you to save the good stuff. We want you to be wearing it every day, feeling your best every day, and just realizing, how beautiful you are. So since we've started in 2016, we've been ranked among the top lingerie stores in Toronto and across Canada by Toronto Life, Blog TO, Fashion and Flair magazines. So we've been very happy with the last few years. I got a friend clicking for me. Okay. Consumers have slowly but surely been moving away from strictly shopping for products, instead seeking a more engaging experience. So, as we all know, retail is about making sales. We want to make sales, that's how we pay our bills, that's how we buy more inventory, that's how hopefully we pay ourselves. But what can we do on a retail level to increase those sales? So new merchandise is key, obviously. You want to be diversifying your offering, you want to be increasing your size range, but what else? What can we do that maybe seemingly has nothing to do with sales? When we opened Stole My Heart, we asked ourselves, what brings clients into a specific store over another? What makes them purchase multiple times a year rather than just annually? And what turns a client into a lingerie lover rather than someone who just buys underwear for utilitarian purposes? Asking these questions led us to deep dive into client loyalty and how we can ensure our client base is loyal to us. So we realized for us there were 3 main retail factors that we wanted to deep dive into to increase our loyalty on the retail level. So the first is the in-store experience, then there's the post-purchase experience, or CRM, and then there's special events. Okay, so the in-store experience. Being able to create an authentic in-store experience starts with your brand identity and then your relatability. You're creating a place that you want your clients to understand immediately when they walk through the doors. So you need to know what you're going to say, what you're trying to say. Things to think about are, what do you want people to feel emotionally in your store? Who are you trying to attract to your brand? And then what makes your brand story? What makes it stand out? What makes it different from anything else? When you have your brand identity and your message, the rest comes together quite easily because you've got all the answers to any questions you have about your business. I mentioned at the beginning who Stole My Heart was and what we do. So for us, the in-store experience focuses on our store design, our sales approach, and then complementary product offerings. So for the design of our store, we had a few things on our list that we wanted to focus on. First, we wanted our store to be a welcoming environment. So often, people can be intimidated when they come into a lingerie store. They're about to get naked, they're about to be focusing on things that they don't really want to be. So we wanted to create a place that when you walked in, you kind of instantly felt at ease. You took a breath, you kind of understood where you were, and it's a place that kind of felt like your super chic girlfriend's condo. We then wanted to create a space that is elevated, to find balance with the home feeling that we go for, but our clients are spending a lot of money on a bra, whether that's $80 or $300. That's a lot of money for them. And we wanted to create a store that was just as elevated as the pieces that they're buying. We wanted to create a place that had space. So we wanted our clients to be able to walk around our shop, to feel free to move, to have somewhere to go. Often we can get sort of claustrophobic feeling when you're in a small boutique. So we took out as much as we possibly can, and we left just the essentials so that there was freedom. And then lastly, we wanted to create a place that felt curated. We didn't choose typical lingerie displays. We chose some more industrial display pieces, and then we didn't pack our racks full. We want our clients to be able to walk through the store, enjoying their time, feeling at home, wondering and loving the wonderful decor, and then being able to see the actual products. They can see it, they feel it, they pick it up, then they want to try it on, then they buy it. So the second thing we looked at for the in-store experience was the sales approach, and this is key, so key for us. We were asking ourselves questions of who do we personally like to go shopping with. We want to get a new pair of jeans, or we need a whole new wardrobe or bathing suit. You grab your best friend. So we talked about it some more, and we realized that you can kind of break shopping with your best friend down into some key elements, at least for us. So our first and most important point about our sales approach is that we're friendly. A lot of times, salespeople can be labeled snobby or standoffish or cold. So we refuse to ever let a moment like that happen in our store, and we train our staff so hard on this. We're friendly, we are encouraging, we're nice to you, like your best friend would be. Our second key in our sales approach is our storytelling aspect. You can easily say, here's a pink silk bra, it's $250, it's your size, there you go. Or you can take the moment to tell your client where it came from, why it was made, how it was made, the materials that went into making it. There's a romance that kind of goes with storytelling, and it's about wooing your client like you would a partner into spending time with you, spending money with you, and kind of falling in love with you. The third approach is that we're honest. We really would prefer that our clients find something that they love, that fits them perfectly, rather than making a sale. So we send clients away all the time. We tell them, we'll get back in touch with you when we've got your size, we've got the style, we've got the color you want, because we're creating clients for life, rather than just a sale in the moment. And then lastly, we want to have fun. This is undies, it's bras, it's lingerie, this stuff is so much fun. And it can be, like I said, it can be intimidating, it can be anxious making. So we as a sales team kind of try to do away with all of that. We have fun, we joke around, we get to know you, we ask you questions. By the end of our time with our clients, we know what they're doing this weekend, we know who their husband or wife or partner is, we know how many kids they've got, we've had fun, we've chatted, and we've become their friend. So, complementary products, like it says, this one is easy, but what does your client like? So we wanted to create a space that was more of like a lingerie lifestyle shop that had more to offer than just bras, undies, lingerie. So we realized, and we sat down and we chatted and we figured out who our client is and what else she likes to buy. So for us, lingerie lifestyle means indulgent, self-care, and a place of little luxuries. And then what it can mean for anybody else depends on what your shop's focused on. Are you a place where people invest in like really good basics? Do you focus on a lot of like athleisure, wear, loungewear, whatever your shop brand is and the message that we talked about before, it's gonna kind of lead you to easily choose what you're gonna choose for your store. So we do bath soaks, candles, scrubs, all these little things that will give our clients a little moment of luxury. So the post-purchase experience, or client relationship management, CRM, is what happens the moment they've left your shop. So whether they purchased or not, after they've left your shop, it's a really crucial time. You've gotten their attention, they've trusted you, they've given you your money. You need to capitalize on that as much as we can. CRM is things that we do that use our client data that we gather during our sale with the goal of improving client relationships, increasing our sales, and therefore our loyalty. So it costs 5 times more to attract a new client than it does to keep an existing one. So when you've already got someone in your store, what are we gonna do to keep them in your store, to keep them coming back, to create loyalty for life? The first thing we do is a mailing list. I think this is pretty standard now across many, many fields, but it really is essential these days. These are automated email flows. They go out to all of our clients or segments of our clients all at once. So they're easy, they're fast, and they're effective. The trick is to not be sending your clients a million of these. You know, you got brands that send 1 a day and they unsubscribe and they hate you for life. So 2 to 3 is all you need to stay top of mind. And what we like to tell our clients about are our promotions, sales that are going on in store and online. They hear about it first because they're on our mailing list, which is a nice bonus. We like to tell them about new collections we've got in store. Again, they're the first to know, so they can jump on it and be the first to buy. We let them know about our new blog posts, which is a great way to continue the in-store experience while they're out of the store. They get to hear your voice again, listen to what you have to say. It's like being there with you. And then we also, which is not on your story, we tell them about upcoming events we have in store. And we'll do more events later. The next CRM piece that we do is our individual and personal outreach. This one takes a little bit more time than your mailing list, but it is so effective in creating loyalty and making sales. So we've got at our POS, we've got a system that takes all of our client information. We get their emails, their phone numbers. We put all of the information that we gathered during that sale in here. So birthday, husband, wife, kids, favorite, color, dessert, whatever. Because then we can outreach to them in a more authentic and meaningful way. So the first thing we do is we say thank you. About a week after our sale, we send an email saying thank you so much, Sarah, for the purchase. We hope we loved it. Hope you also had a great time this weekend. If you need anything, let me know. It's just a nice way to say, again, thank you for the business. Then we've got our wait list. So we have a wait list in store. It's a pretty epic wait list. It goes by brand, it goes by size, and we can then reach out to our clients when their piece finally comes in. It's a little bit manual. It's something we kind of use every day, but it's super effective and it gets us so many sales because we've simply just remembered what our client wanted. And then we've got our birthday gifts. So we like to give our clients a little gift when it's their birthday, when it's a special occasion. It's just a little gift card that gets sent through our system, $25, but it's a moment that we can take to celebrate them and encourage them and just be with them in a special moment. And then we've got favorite brands. So when a new brand comes in, we pull a list of everyone who's purchased that brand from the last maybe 3-6 months, and we let them know that this new style is in from their favorite brand, that they can come in, that they can shop, that we remember they loved it before, and we think that they're going to love it again. So the last piece that we're going to talk about is the events that we do in store. We hold probably one event a month in our store, and that's a combination of events that we throw and then events that our clients throw using our store as like a venue. So the events that we throw, first we have an anniversary party every year. We like to celebrate our milestones, and because we've had such engaging times with our clients, they come out and they want to celebrate us as well. The events that we do are huge profit drivers for us, but the focus is never on sales, which is why I think they're so effective. We do new collections with the designer events. So we bring in the designer, we bring in their new collection, and it's a moment of almost like celebrity for our clients. They get to meet the person that's wearing the bra that they love, and they just get to have something, different and elevated in store. The next is roundtable discussions. So we've done things like, we've talked about dating, we've talked about stress and hormones on the body. We did a roundtable discussion around the Me Too movement. And again, it's not focused on sales, it's focused on an experience, and they're learning and discussing something that's really important to them. And then we've got our private parties. Okay. So because we know our clients so well, we can reach out to them when they're getting married and say, hey, we're going to throw you a bachelorette party, put us in contact with your maid of honor, come in and celebrate. Or because they've appreciated what we've done so much with them, they come to us and they say, I want to throw my friend this party. I want to, bring in 12 girlfriends and shop and just have a great time. The format for events is like super simple. It's just some booze and a snack. And you can go so far with some booze and a snack. Some champagne, we do whiskey parties for the guys, and I mean the events can be a bit daunting because you're worried about who's going to show up, but inevitably people show up and they have fun, they shop, and they just enjoy themselves. So that's sort of the retail factors that we focus on at Stole My Heart. It's pretty simple. It's really just creating a relationship. It's then fostering that relationship, and then it's celebrating that relationship. Super simple. Thank you guys very much.